Daytona International Speedway. That'll translate to 108.
Oh, they were in the back.
632
They're in
miles per hour.
no, my other one's my electric one.
To be honest, but no, we're really happy with our race cars. I think we're making the right direction. For us, I think it'd be a really big positive. We're in the mid-20s. That'd be really ideal.
Ideally, we want to race good, and I think we're making the right gains. Obviously, Travis and everybody coming over at depth are getting bigger.
It don't look like a Kubota.
And of course, the processes are getting in place. So we're not quite there on super speed yet. We're getting a lot closer based on practice. And see when we run here. That was the first time we stepped into the track that it wasn't happening.
What is the biggest challenge? Is it the launch? Is it just holding your line? What is it about qualifying here?
It's just really been all the processes in place, and you have the most time to work on these things than any other race for qualifying. So just all the little details, honestly, is really what pays in it, and you can tell we worked late nights for that.
All right, let's go.
Now, with qualifying here at Daytona, you do have to stay below the double yellow lines. You can't qualify or run down below them. With John Hunter Nemechuk on the racetrack, he came awfully close to going below the double yellow line here as he took the green flag and went to the short straightaway off the trail. That was awfully close.
Yeah, that's a number. You have to stay above the double yellow line. It's not like, for instance, qualifying in Kansas, when the cars come out of turn before they dive onto the flat of the apron to complete their qualifying lap. John Hunter right now is on the racetrack. By the way, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. fans, he just turned in a 50.148 second lap. That's 179.46 miles.
You're right. They knew that they came here to try to win the Daytona 500 with the charter. They know they got a starting spot, so they forgave all.
It's warm up here tonight. I said it's not cold.
That ain't good.
It's not cold up here like it was the last time.
It feels good up here tonight.
I think it's hot. I'm sweating my ass off.
So we'll be setting over there. What road?
I can't tell what the row is over there. Hold on. We're on 36, but it does not match up.
I'm really excited about it. There's a lot to look forward to and a lot to learn. So, obviously, I'm happy to be piloting this buildsubmarines.com for Dark Horse Mustang today, and I feel like we're going to have a pretty good qualifying team.
Roger this morning during the practice. We're walking the practice session. You had a little bit of a problem in that practice session. What did you guys learn on the race car?
That was a pretty good lap. But yeah, no, they did a great job getting us back out there, and I feel like we're going to have some pretty good speed, so really looking forward to it.
That's been Ryan Preece's phrase for about the last 3 months. Really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good year for Ryan Preece and his
Mine's up with 39. So we're 5 rows down from the top.
Alex,
36.
driver that has been on the move in the offseason, just hit the fastest lap a moment ago. You heard Ryan Preece give the play-by-play. He said, wow, that was a pretty good lap in the middle of his answer there. Well, that was Michael McDowell making his debut with Swire Motorsports. McDowell.
My point is, though, we got good speed.
Finish line.
38 or 39.
My point is, we got really good speed.
571 seconds, 181, 558 miles per hour to get that some
Although I think
context.
next year
That
I'm going to try to
is
sit over
1
there.
mile per hour faster than the second place car right now.
Because the angle you see the backstretch at,
Motorsports, they are 1 and 2.
you see the angle of the backstretch of a car goes spinning down the backstretch.
Finish line, Noah Gragson.
If a car goes spinning down the backstretch, you can see the angle of them spinning. The only area of the track you can't really see is like right here.
4 or 5 cars from going out to try
You can still see it, you just can't see it.
potentially lock himself in.
I don't know, I kind of like these seats too, though.
He's
So.
wildly popular.
I'm probably just gonna renew.
You're standing next to him. Well, he's got some
Nervous car owner. What is it like as you get ready to watch Justin try to qualify this thing?
Yeah, it's just a lot of pressure, but it's exciting. We wouldn't want it any other way. We're thankful to be here and we're excited about the opportunity to try to
Where
make
is that car?
What?
40.
It's a strong field. Incredible race to be a part of, and we hope we can have a good couple of days here to give ourselves that chance.
You were here at 6 a.m. watching the car be unloaded, watch the whole process. How much are you just soaking this in?
Well, the guys worked hard to get here, and they were going to be here at 6 a.m. load the car, and I wanted to experience that with them and see that go
I like the fact that you're dumped and experienced this shit the other guys.
Check and all those things.
It's part of the team, you know what I
You
mean?
love this sport as much as we do, and you want to race as bad as we do. You want to check out it. Appreciate it.
Just a few cars trying to lock it in the show.
Zane Smith of Front Row Motorsports just crossed the start finish line, and he has the fastest lap so far, 49.505. Now, what's interesting is Michael McDowell last year with Front Row Motorsports in the summer race set the next gen Daytona qualifying record. Now, Zane Smith will drive for Front Row Motorsports. He's got a 49.505 best in class of 6 so far.
Yeah, that's a heck of a number there that he put up. That is the mark to beat now for everyone else. But keep in mind, it is round 1. The way we do this here for Daytona 500 qualifying here tonight, everybody will get 1 lap to get their best lap in. The fastest 10 cars after this opening round will advance to the second round of qualifying. They will then go back out and run 1 more lap. That'll set the top 10, including, well, not set the top 10, but set the top 10 and where you're going to start the dual race.
It wouldn't hurt my feelings to see Truex
the
win.
top 2 and the front row for the Daytona 500. First round car. He's driving for Tricon Garage, that powerhouse of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series. Here comes Martin across the line to complete his lap of record. 23rd fastest is Truex at 49.641 seconds, 181.302 miles per hour. So as
Wow.
we sit at the moment,
That team ain't got enough fun for us.
Noah Grayson and Justin Whaley are fast 5. Anthony Alfredo is across the line to start his qualifying
That car
lap.
built back,
Martin and
2311.
Anthony are 2 of the 9 open cars that must race their way into the 500. The others include Justin Allgaier, Jimmy Johnson, Elio Castroneves has a provision to fall back on, DJ McLeod,
Built by
JJ
Toyota.
Haley, Corey LaJoy, and Chandler Smith, who's running for Paul Long this weekend. These are one of those drivers, and JJ Haley. Let's hear from him with Chris.
Yeah, he just is watching a couple of these open cars putting qualifying times. Okay, I know last year was heartbreaking, the duels. How much do you want to forget about that and just put this thing in the show right off the bat today?
I had completely forgot about it until you reminded me, so appreciate that. I'm kind of old, but no, I'm excited for what we have here in the racing. Don't know we're gonna have the speed of luck in tonight, so it's gonna come down to a little bit of luck, getting some experience to use them tomorrow. But surprised that the 56 wasn't faster, so I think he's gonna be one of the guys in our game that's gonna be out there duking it out.
I was gonna say, what do you learn if you don't lock it in? That'll help you tomorrow when those duels come, because we know it was a matter of inches last year.
I made a split-second decision last year to try to go around the car, left the lane open for him to close that. So that will happen this year, and I will definitely be a little bit more physical, making sure that when we come to the checker, that I'm gonna hit over whoever I need to be blocking.
Best of luck. JJ Haley trying to qualify. He's missed the last 3 attempts of the Daytona 500, trying to erase that streak here this evening.
JJ Haley, one of the open drivers that are trying to race their way in on the racetrack right now. Eric Jones is trying to complete his qualifying lap. He's that Advent help machine off the 4th quarter.
Here he comes, right on the bottom side of the racetrack on the short straightaway. Eric Jones will be the 6th fastest right now. So 9 drivers have taken time in the top 10. Advance to the next round. Zane Smith continues to be the fastest. Watch
watching NASCAR TV here and watching Eric Jones come to the tri-oval, the track is developing more and more character. Remember the way they
It looks way better in person than it did online.
It looked wider online.
Yeah.
more character as Eric was just bouncing his way through the tri-oval, perhaps maybe a little bit of a car, maybe a little bit of racetrack, but he had his hands full coming through gate 7 down into the start-finish line.
Yeah, he did. I was out on the track today running hot laps earlier today in the NASCAR driving experience, and even at not 185, but 170 miles an hour out there, you could really feel the bumps on the racetrack, and that's one of the things I was doing is we got all eyes on the racetrack right now.
Justin Allgaier, who's driving for Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Junior Motorsports, is leading turn number 4 right now. Again, he's one of the cars that must qualify and race his way into the Daytona 500. A lot of folks feel that he now
Comes across the line. Justin Allgaier will be 6th fastest at the moment. That is the second quickest open car to run so far. 3 of them have
Yeah,
done
you
so.
want to
Truex
race
is third.
in.
Allgaier is 6th, and Anthony Alfredo is 9th.
back to the pits and Chris.
Yeah, he will.
It was faster than
He'll have to race in. He'll have to race in. Jimmy's an open car too. He's an open car too.
I know Jimmy is. But hell, if he don't run no better than what damn Eric Jones did, he ain't gonna make it either.
Luckily, the crew chiefs only tell us it's only bumpy for one lap, hopefully 2 laps tonight. The ride quality gets a lot better for Sunday for the 500 miles. But yeah, just so grateful to be here with 4311 with Denny and Michael. Race 5 cars put a lot of work in this offseason, and just excited for the coaches grind, excited for the continue to learn and get better, and also cheering Daytona.
This race team, there's so many races.
They never freaking retired. They never freaking retired.
What's your
Nothing. Damn, your Jeff is fun.
Just it's fun, absorb all of it as much as I can. Nick Rogers, our competition director, with everybody at Airspeed and 4311.
Allgaier has to race in.
These last couple months, and they're going to continue to help me for the years to come.
That's right, Herbs. He mentions Gavin Restivo is his crew chief at Stewart Haas Racing on the Xfinity Series, so there's some familiarity there.
Oh, he took Davin with him to go?
Yeah, Davin is up there.
Time and just be as
Him and Hurst were buddies.
We'll see how it goes. Here tonight.
Anthony Alfredo is now on the pole as Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has just been bumped out by Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy will go to the number 5 spot here in qualifying so far.
Right now, Elio Castro Neves is on the racetrack. We talk about how we're going to lock in the front row for the 500 tonight, but through the exercise tomorrow night, the 2 fastest open cars will earn a spot into the Daytona 500. Right now, those 2 fast open cars are Martin Truex Jr. and Jimmy Johnson. Johnson just set a time of 49.783 seconds. Allgaier and Alfredo will have to race their way into the 500 tomorrow night through the duel at Daytona.
Here's Elio Castro Neves up off of turn number 4, and the Wendy's flag is out. Let's see what Elio Castro Neves slides in.
Here he comes, and that's not a good lap for Elio. 50.069 seconds. Right now, Elio Castro Neves at 179.752. Elio must qualify and race his way in tomorrow night in the duel as well. From Daytona International Speedway, this is the Motor Racing Network, the voice of NASCAR.
He always got to do is start the door.
Yeah, but they don't get money if he does
through
that.
our Daytona 500
He needs- if
qualifying,
he races in, they get money and
presented
stuff
by
for it.
Busch Light. Great to have you with us here at the World Center
So
of
yes,
Racing
to
here
technically
tonight.
be a
And
part
already
of the field,
chase to make
to like
the Daytona
get money or
500 starting
points,
to
you
take
gotta
shape
qualify
right now.
in still.
Martin Truex Jr., Jimmy Johnson, the 2 cars that are so far in as far as the open cars that have to qualify in on speed here tonight. And as we sit at Zane Smith of the 38 machine leading the way, one of the early cars to go out and take time here tonight.
Yeah, and with that being said, there are still some
many open
open
cars
cars
are
left to go that could erase the Truex or Johnson machine that will
lock themselves into the 500 after tonight. But one thing, Joe, that we do know for a fact, Justin Allgaier
That's the biggest
and
crowd
Anthony
they've been in a while.
Alfredo will have
Yeah.
to race their way into the 500 via the duels tomorrow night.
Along with Elio Castroneves as well. So those 5 cars have gone out and taken time. Down on the pit lane, after they make their qualifying run, you'll see that they will pause and get that famous photograph that is set along the front straightaway here at Daytona, all part of qualifying day, presented by Busch Light.
Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. So glad you're spending your Wednesday night with us here on the Motor Racing Network. Everybody is turning a lap of qualifying. 12 drivers have taken time so far. Right now,
like what
Zane
Jack
Smith
Calhoun
is
doing, the
fastest of
Brady
everybody, 49.505 seconds, 181.800 miles an hour. Michael McDowell is second. Martin Truex Jr. is third. Noah Gragson is fourth. Jimmy Johnson is fifth. Justin Haley is sixth. Seventh currently is Justin Allgaier. Eighth is Eric Jones. John Hunter Nemechek is ninth. Elio Castroneves is 10th. Anthony Alfredo 11th. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 12th. Remember, you got to be part of the Fast 10 once everybody gets their initial lap in. And then the final 10 will go to the next round to try to lock in to the front row of the Daytona 500. Next up to qualify is Cody Ware. His Ford Mustang is sitting at the head of the line there. Cole Custer stacks up behind him. Carson Hocevar, Austin Dillon, BJ McLeod, Ryan Preece, JJ Haley, and Corey LaJoy are the next cars that'll be up to take a lap around the World Center of Racing.
Got to spend some time with Cody Ware a little earlier today, and Cody is a personal, likable young man, and he's excited about this opportunity. Going to run full-time here at the Rick Ware Racing entry for Cody Ware, and to get back behind the wheel of the car full-time here and start things off here at the Daytona 500 is something this young man's very excited about.
While he comes up to speed, we await Corey to take the green flag. Let's go back to the pits and chat with another driver that will need to race his way into the 500.
That's right, that's Chandler Smith in the Garage 66 entry. All right, you got 2 names on the board you got to beat. Not too shabby shoes and Jimmy Johnson and Martin Truex Jr., but how confident are you? Can you contend, do you think, between those guys to lock it in?
I feel like we got a solid chance. Our number 66 Quicktime Products Ford Mustang we definitely struggled a little bit on some single car speed, but I think we found an issue after practice, kind of entering out a little bit. But just proud of the effort that everybody here at Garage 66 put in on this piece, and look forward to see what we can get out of the speed of this tonight.
How critical was this situation? Worry about as much as others, but to try to get yourself in here tonight and lock in, I mean, how critical was that session?
As an open car, it's huge because you can make sure that when you roll on pit road like I did 2 years ago, your car is actually going to run. So, yeah, it's pretty good actually having practice at least for an open car, open team. But, so yeah, I was definitely excited about the practice this morning.
All right, best of luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Chandler Smith back in the Truck Series full-time, going to try to lock into his first Daytona 500. He alluded to it, said in 2023 couldn't even get off pit road. He's hoping this looks better out in here tonight.
That would be the goal. Get off the lane. I mean, that's number one. But, you know, we say that tongue-in-cheek, but it is. It can be frustrating. But with the practice like we had today and so many drivers having problems, you don't have to worry about that. And if there's something that happens to the car between then and now, then that's just fine.
His lap, he is the slowest of the 13 cars at a 51.835 seconds. As Cole Custer comes around to take the green to go back to the pits and the Bushman.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick is down here after winning the regular season championship last year and racing his way through the playoffs. How anxious are you to get started again this year after the foundation and the season?
Races for us on this 45 car been the roughest stretch of the season. Particularly the 500 has been a tough one for us to finish. So
Yeah, I was here during the
we're hoping
roll.
to break that a little bit this time around, and yeah, it'd be great
pretty
to
sure it was here
get
during the
through the
roll,
first 3 races with
No, not last
Anything you
year.
can do, these things are so random. Is there anything you
Yeah, I'm
learned or
pretty sure it
anything
was.
you've seen that's been a tendency, that's been a struggle here?
Maybe it ain't the same. I'm not sure. I'd have to look.
Yeah, I think the teams that just do a really good job in the 500 of executing all day find themselves ahead of the trouble. And,
Grass
so
looks great.
the way we've had to kind
I
of
said the grass looks great.
plan and we get behind a little bit and just kind of end up right in the mess. So hopefully this time around, that's different.
That's a good lesson for life. Stay ahead of the trouble. We're going to Tyler Reddick. We'll see
Cole Custer has just been the 14th driver driver to take a time. Cole Custer and the Haas factory team for Mustang Dark Horse has come across the stripe. He'll be in position at number 7. That will bump Elio Castro Neves out of the top 10. Force Elio to figure out how he's going to now squarely on the ball.
Carson Hocevar now is under the green flag, and right now, good run so far. You mentioned that bubble, Alex, and we're going to basically get to the end of everyone taking a lap, and then the top 10 will take another lap. It really is pressure because you've taken a lap off your tires, you're about to take another lap off your tires, and then you have to really run the most flawless lap you've run of the entire day, practice qualifying and it's a lot of pressure for a driver, but these drivers love that sort of pressure.
They absolutely do, but they also, if they know they make a mistake, it can be the most minute mistake, whether it's missing just the smallest shift on the RPM or whatever, they know that they can mess up an entire off-season's worth of work on the winning in these race shops. Just come out here to Daytona to put a good qualifying lap in. So the drivers say they don't do a whole lot, but they can mess it up in a hurry too if they don't do it just right.
John Hunter Nemechek has just been bumped out of the top 10 because Carson Hocevar just turned in the 9th fastest lap, 49.865 seconds, and that translates to 7 miles an hour. Austin Dillon is on the racetrack. He's just in the green. We go back to the pit lane and Chris.
And standing here with Ryan Blaney, getting ready to go out and qualify. Ryan, just how much of a showcase is qualifying at Daytona about the men and women back in the shop than it is also about you guys holding the wheel?
Yeah, I think it mostly puts an emphasis on them, you know, the work they do in the winter and how they prepare for this race and, you know, qualifying. It's a big deal for them. So my job's easy tonight, you know, just make sure I hit my lights and shift at the right time, and that's about all I can do. So hopefully the speediest and kind of set up for the race. Want to be good tomorrow night and for Sunday, so that's kind of what we focused on. But it's just nice to be out here, just going down pit road, you know, Thursday night.
You talked to me today about the fact that, you know, Cup Series champion and all your accolades, but no Daytona 500 trophy. Does something feel a little special maybe about this year?
I mean, it's always special every year I come here. You know, as soon as you run through the tunnel, like, you understand what you're here for, and you know what the week's going to be like, and you just look forward to going through it and being a part of it, and especially you know, it's almost like when you're a kid getting ready for a big family trip, you know, you're just like that whole night, it just doesn't seem to ever like get there and come. So yeah, it's always special to be here and have my family here is great, and yeah, hopefully we can erase that goose egg in the wing column here at the 500, so we'll see.
All right, well, it starts tonight. It's Ryan Blaney. Guys, get ready to go qualify in the Menards Ford Mustang for Team Penske.
He and everybody else are looking up at the top of the scoring pile on Mike Bagley because there's a new name there.
Just saw the folks down on the lane just say, wow. Austin Dillon to the top of the leaderboard. 49.487 seconds, 181.866 miles an hour.
I just didn't expect it.
Ford of Zane Smith has been translated.
What's up there? Yeah, I did.
I did it.
Makes his way to the checkered flag and gets his qualifying lap in. EJ McLeod, one of those open cars that wants to get
Look
in.
how good them
either
Fords
on
were
speed
last
tonight,
year.
which will not
What?
happen because
How good the front row Fords were last year. I did
He's
it.
going to have to race his way in via the doors
And how
tomorrow night.
slow RCR was
Now
last
is Ryan
year.
Preece. He
No,
is
they're always going to play track. They're good on play track, so that's the only place to go at.
Of course, Ryan Preece, very talented race car driver, native of Connecticut.
That's because he's concentrated so much for years
on
on
the
it.
leaderboard here as we're still
You know what I mean?
just a little under halfway through completion tonight.
We'll find out what Ryan Preece can do. If you think about pressure, we talked about that earlier on so many different drivers coming into the year. What about the pressure on Ryan Preece to perform, given the fact that the other two cars in RFK won races last year? Now Preece is stepping into a race-winning organization.
He comes through turns 3 and 4 while we go back to the pit lane. Steve Hurst.
Denny Hamlin down here, he's a 3-time Daytona 500 champion. They're rolling the car forward here. We'll get a chance to sign in here and catch up with Denny and see what his thoughts are as he here. Our guys have been talking about the driver doesn't have a lot to do, but there are a few precise things that you can do that could cost the team. What are some of those real minute little details that you need to make sure you need to do here tonight?
Yeah, trying to hold this most steady whether you possibly can is the biggest thing. In your shift points, obviously. The line you run, those things.
What's it like to be a three-time 500 champion to come back here to Daytona looking for number 4, Denny?
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly exciting to know that you've already got 3, and when you can just add to the list, it certainly makes it more gratifying. It puts you in more elite company, and just fun that we got an opportunity.
They certainly do have an opportunity. That's Denny Hamlin, National Debt Relief, new sponsorship on this race car, and we'll see how Denny Hamlin fares. He's going to go out here in just a little bit, still 10 or 12 cars away from Denny Hamlin getting his qualifying lap.
Things at the top of the leaderboard, shuffle up a little more. Ryan Reese is going to the top of the leaderboard for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. He's the first driver to break into the 109 miles per hour. That's 49.356 on the stopwatch. Ryan Reese's lap was more than a tenth faster than the pole last year
No,
for
it
the
ain't.
Daytona 500.
That's faster than Cody Ware.
JJ Yaley on the
I thought he
racetrack
was a
right now.
150
Just logged a 18.
He did a 51.8.
Speeds. JJ at
Fuck you. Suck.
280 miles an hour for JJ Yaley. On the track right now is Corey LaJoy, and on the pole is Justin Allgaier. Remember, the top 10 advance to the next round. Allgaier's going to do everything he can and everybody he can relate to and get the good vibes from everybody he can get the next 24 cars can't beat him. But the likelihood of that happening is not realistic. But it's looking like Allgaier's going to have to race his way in tomorrow. So the top 10 right now are Ryan Preece, Austin Dillon, Zane Smith, Michael McDowell, Martin Truex Jr., Noah Gragson, Jimmy Johnson, Justin Haley, Cole Custer, and as Alex mentioned, Justin Allgaier on the hot seat right now. Corey LaJoy will slide in 12th, right behind Carson Hocevar, who is currently 11th. LaJoy 12th, Eric Jones is 13th currently, and John Hunter Nemechek is 14th. 15th is Elio Castro Neves. 16th, Anthony Alfredo. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. currently 17th. The racetrack right now is a car that really set super speedways on fire last year. Michael McDowell was at the controls of the Love Sport for Front Row Motorsports. This year, that car will be driven by Todd Gilliland. Todd has just taken the green flag. We mentioned that next-gen qualifying record set at Daytona last fall. Michael McDowell at the controls. This car is the one that set it. I would be curious to see if Todd has the speed to duplicate that effort and perhaps maybe keep that super speedway qualifying record alive. His Front Row Motorsports teammate Zane Smith is sitting third right now on the scoring pylon. So, yeah, I think there's an awful lot of interested onlookers to see exactly what Gilliland can do as he brings that bright yellow Love Sport up off of the corner. Here he comes down to Tommy Lights complete his first lap, and it will be fourth fastest behind his teammate Zane Smith. Todd Gilliland, 49.535 seconds, 181.690 miles an hour. Not bad at all for Todd Gilliland. No, not at all. So that's solid.